So endings. Everybody loves a good ending. Bad guys lose, the good guys survive. But I think secretly everybody also loves a sad ending, especially in video games. You get to fall in love with these characters, and then watching their ending not so good gives you more of an emotional attachment to the game. I just recently beat a JRPG that the ending was sad that still lingers in my mind. And I know there's a lot of games out there that's like the ending, or at least a sad moment, makes the overall ending feel sad. So right off rip, I have a couple of video games I want to talk about that had a sad ending or a sad moment that kind of messed you up a little bit when you got to the ending. Now this is going to have some spoilers, but some of these games are old, so it shouldn't be so crazy. First one I'm going to talk about will be Halo Reach. Now, when people say why Halo Reach is sad, because you know all these members, you know that they lost at Reach from the previous Halo games, but you don't know how badly they lost and who they lost. You get put in part of Noble Team, and you're a new member of Noble Team, and you get to know each and last one of these characters, and you get to watch almost how every last one of these characters pretty much die, or how they think they're saving somebody or do sacrifices. And then at the end, it's just overall like joy, like, okay, you get to see how the first game starts. This is a prequel, but then again, it's just like, wow, all these characters you came known and you came to actually love, all pretty much but one died. It was a very good game, very good storyline, and that's the only way I feel like they could have possibly did this game properly. The next game up is the game that I just recently beat, was Eternights. So this is a JRPG. This game plays like a freaking anime. It's awesome. If you love anime, you're definitely gonna learn this. It's not a long game, about 10, 11 hours, which is perfect for somebody that has a weekend or a couple hours to themselves to play. Pretty much it's an apocalypse dating sim, dealing with the apocalypse and stuff like that. Long story short, you get the chance to romance 3 female characters and 1 male character, and all the sides of how you romance and the ending based on who you romance depends on how it ends. Well, not how it ends, but who you lose. And you get emotional attached to these characters because you do side quests, you get to know them more, you get to know their backstory. It's almost like Demon Slayer when they defeated a demon. You get to know these characters' backstories, and you get to see, wow. And then when the ending happens and you see that one of the characters you romance like sacrifice themselves or die, it's just like, wow. I don't want to spoil it too much, but this is definitely a really good one. The next one up, this game, Gears of War 3. Anybody that loves Gears of War know Dom's death in here was very emotional, because you get to know this character as Marcus's best friend. Not even best friend, just his brother. Like, they're brothers. They're not even friends, they're brothers. And how he helped them and how he came back from him, and then watching how he sacrificed himself to save his friends, and seeing Marcus's reaction to that, and see how it still messes with him all the way up to the end of the game. Like, even though they won, he's still eternally lost, and you feel his pain. And it's just like, it's supposed to be a happy ending, but it's not. For him, it's just a sad ending. And they did a very good job closing up the story between Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. I feel like they should have never made another one, but this was like a very sad ending. And the last but not least, the last one I want to talk about is, I have it loose, Final Fantasy 15. Now, if you ever played Final Fantasy 15, you know. But Final Fantasy 15, I don't want to ruin too much, but at the end, like, you start with a group of friends on a road trip to do a mission. Everything goes to hell, and you go through this crazy journey with these guys. You get to know about their backstory, you do side quests. I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. And then at the end, at the last campfire with the character, and he sits down and he says the famous lines, "Why are y'all here?" And you realize where he's at, and the fact that his friends are there, you just like, everything clicks, and then you just like, wow. It's a very sad ending, a very good ending, but a very sad ending. And what made it worse with Final Fantasy 15, they actually showed you pictures throughout your journey at the end, during the end credits. It's just a very good niche for this game. But like I said, we all love happy endings, but sad endings are also, I think, we love a little bit more, because then when you actually can feel emotional towards these characters, you know they did very good well. Or maybe I'm just bugging. Tell me what you think.